I will be the one presenting this topic. In fact, the idea was that since the pharmaceutical industry, EFPIA, is in favor to have coordinating this topic, patient association, or any other applicant in the consortium, we will be the IMIGU will present the topic itself, but of course we have in the room representative of EFPIA consortium, Dr. Matthias Goldwald, who will join us later on for the questions. So, again, I will just set a little bit the scene on how we will tackle this presentation. As we mentioned earlier, this topic are really done to focus on the science itself and not on the rules and the procedure. It's really for you to get acquainted with the IMI Call, and this will in the aims of facilitating your work. I will present the topic and more or less the structure of how this topic looks like, and then we address the question that you may have. Okay, and again, this presentation is really to make sure that all the information is given to you in a transparent way, fairness, and that all of you have the chance to ask your questions. So the presentation will be done along these lines. We will tackle first the objective of the project, and as you know, it will be necessary to address all the objectives of the call topic. We will say words on the importance and the needs of this public-private collaborative research in a topic like this one. We'll present the structure of the project, knowing well that this is flexible and allows, of course, innovative ideas to fulfill the objective of the project, and present the expected contribution of the applicant as well as the contribution of the EFPIA participant. And the last point will be the key deliverables, where participants are expected to make key contribution on a defined deliverable, of course, in synergy with the EFPIA consortium. So, first of all, it is very important for us. This topic is very crucial for IMIGU because, as you know, the patient is really the center of this, the adventure of IMIGU, I would say, or of this initiative. The patient is really in the center of this initiative. And we all know that the process of the drug development is a very complex and a long process, and it is very important that this is made available to the patient in a way that this could be well understood. So, the perception of the patient and the perception of the patient advocacy and other groups is very important, that the emphasis is made on how this information will be delivered to these stakeholders. So this is one of the major issues here in this topic. And it is really to fill the gap in the perception and knowledge toward the patients. So if you look at the objectives here, which are on the slides, is really built an information program for the different stakeholders, mainly the patient association and patients, other stakeholders like journalists or lay people who needs also to have the information on this difficult, long process of drug development. So what will be involved here is really the research, the objective is really will be on the biomedical research and processes leading to the drug development approval, as well as the multiple facets of personalized and predictive medicine. As you know, this where the patient is really in the center of this problematic. The rational approach to drug safety and risk-benefit assessment on novel drug is also one of the objectives. The importance of the health technology, And pharmacoeconomy assessment. As you know, health technology is one of the tools which will help us to deliver the program, information program, to the patient and to the stakeholder at large. The design and the objective of the clinical trials is something which is not known by other people than the specialist people, so it will be important to work on the design and objective of this clinical trial as information to provide to the patient, and the synergies between innovative medicine and other strategies which will enhance the patient-centered chronic disease management. So, why do we need a public-private partnership tackling a topic like the fostering patient awareness on pharmaceutical innovation? It is really because for the time being there are many programs which exist but doesn't address the whole scope of the drug process development in pharmaceutical science. So the programs are rather fragmented and limited in scope, and there is really a need for consolidating approach involving patient organization, pharmaceutical companies, as well as academic research organization. So in this regard, IMI offers really a unique opportunity to bring together all the stakeholders jointly to work in an open and transparent way in the sense of improving the understanding of the pharmaceutical research development. So this is, again, the suggested architecture of the full project proposal, but as we mentioned earlier, this has to be taken more as a frame or a template for you to build on, and of course, innovation is welcome in the design of the proposal, as well as in implementing the proposal. So again, all the objectives of the topic should be addressed. So the proposed architecture is within a certain number of work packages. The first packages will be dedicated to the project management, which has to deal with governance and support to the project, as well as deliver alliance management with the EFPA members and the applicant consortium. The work package 2 will tackle the network implementation, and the objective is really to develop a pan-European network of patient organizations which will work with the pharmaceutical company, covering a broad range of disease area and different geographic region in Europe, and the development of process which will allow to link additional national European stakeholders. And European stakeholders. The work package 3 will be devoted to really the gap analysis, how to make sure that, with what we are right now, what is the actual figure right now, what is the picture, what do we have as a course, and identify what are the needs and provide a detailed analysis of these needs and the existing programs and information. That will help, of course, to tackle all the gaps which are non-addressed and give a large coverage of the drug development process as a background to the patient organization, patient, and all stakeholders, as I mentioned in the beginning. The work package 4 course is really the content development, and this will deal with the information document and website material in language which are suitable for the general public, and this is really something very important because we really want to provide to these different stakeholders the documentation and information which are suitable for them to understand and to really participate actively in the decision making. Provide translation of information document into relevant major European languages. The other work package is the work package 5, of course, which deals with the infrastructure, the IT infrastructure. So the aim is to develop a robust IT infrastructure for the content platform. as you know, all this ICT information tool will be really in need in order to make the information available to all the stakeholders, particularly the patient. And so it is important as a work package. And then the work package and quality control, which is really on deliver a sustainable infrastructure for the training delivery, including method which will allow to measure the input and the success of the program itself. And finally, the work package 7, which has headlines of future topics and which really propose where you have to propose new concepts for active involvement of patients in pharmaceutical research and development projects, and as well develop ideas for making information material available to other audiences beyond the patient organization. So the applicant consortium is expected to answer this call, is really bringing in a multidisciplinary expertise which is necessary to conceive and implement the informational activities. And this is together with the patient organization and representative of major disease area across the European Union. So it's really at all the levels that this multidisciplinarity will be necessary. And of course, the idea is to address all the area making key contribution on the defined deliverables in synergy with the EFPIA consortium. So how the EFPIA participant will contribute by? They will contribute mainly in developing and implementing these informational activities together with the applicant consortium or consortium partners. They will participate in the overall organization and governance of the project, and they will also support all the translational activities. And as you can see here, as EFPIA participant, we have almost 11. We have 11 EFPIA companies which are really willing to commit themselves in this project. So that's why it's really a unique opportunity to see that we have such a commitment coming from the pharmaceutical industry, which is really to put a program together, an informational program together to really fulfill the gap existing in research development process at the disponibility of all the stakeholders, and among them, first of all, will be the patients. So what are the expected key deliverables? As we mentioned earlier, the importance of establishment of a multidisciplinary and multilingual network of experts, including, of course, patient advocacy group to conceive and implement balanced information program for patients, carer, and other lay audience interested in health policies. As other deliverable is the establishment of an information program to be available in a minimum of 6 major European languages, implementation of informational strategies and activity based on novel information and communication technologies targeting large audience across Europe. As we mentioned, this communication technology will be a key to make all these programs available to the different stakeholders and mainly the patients, and establishing, of course, method to assess and monitor the understanding and the perception of the pharmaceutical research linked to the development of new medicine. So this is a very ambitious project where the pharmaceutical industry has really identified the need for that. We think that the patient association and patient at large should have the chance to receive the right information in the right, with the right support and in a way that is understandable to all these stakeholders. And we hope that we will have quite good consortium applying for this topic.